Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Tanya. I am 31 years old, first time mom to a 3.5-month-old little baby girl. Today's video is going to be I guess we'll call it spend an evening with me, because it's not quite an evening routine. We don't typically do the same thing every single day, but this is actually supposed to be a different video. I will insert some clips of yesterday because I tried to start this vlog yesterday and it just did not work out the way that I wanted to. So here they are. Okay, so I'm at the thrift store and I have about an hour-ish to look around before I have to get back home to pump because I did not bring my pumps with me. This was supposed to be a thrift haul. I left the baby with her grandparents this morning and I jetted off to the thrift stores expecting to find one thing, at least one thing, and I found absolutely nothing. So I don't really know. I feel like I've had the worst luck here in Australia. Every time I go to a thrift shop, I just cannot find anything. I think maybe for my 5 years being here, I've found like 2-3 things that I actually really liked and wore. So that plan was a big fail, but I picked up the baby, so I have her here with me now, and I came to a DFO instead, so hopefully I can find something here. The only thing is, I don't know why my baby hates being at her grandparents' house. I don't know. Every time I go pick her up, they just tell me that she has been crying the whole time, and I think today they said she had a 10-minute nap, like a 10-minute and then another 10-minute nap, and that was it, and then she just has been crying her little head off. So she did fall asleep in the car. I was hoping that she'd fall asleep for the whole ride, which was about 40 minutes to get here, but she was wide awake until the last 10 minutes. So that means right now she's only had maybe like 15-20 minutes of sleeping time. And I'm just afraid she's gonna cry in the pram once we're in there. But it's 4:46 and they close at 6 p.m. I really just want to find a sports bra, guys. Just one sports bra that is gonna fit me well. I think I'm gonna turn off the car, even though it's really hot outside, so I hope it doesn't get like super hot in here when I turn it off. But I think I'm gonna turn it off, see if she wakes up, because that usually will get her to wake up within like a few minutes, and then I'll feed her and then I will go inside. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just get the pram ready and I'll go inside and find a parent's room and feed her in there. What do you guys think? What should I do? I don't know. It's so hard being a mom. That was a fail of a day. A fail of a shopping day today. I ended up going into the DFO with the baby and I fed her in there in one of the parent rooms, and then I went to Lululemon, but there was only like 45 minutes or so for me to check out what they had, and I didn't find anything. So yes, yesterday was just a fail of a day and we are just doing something different now. Andy is at work. He's got an overnight shift tonight from 4:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. tomorrow, or 6:30 a.m. I'm not sure, one of those two. So it is just me, the baby, and Masa for tonight. It is just after 5 p.m. and little miss has her next and final nap at around, I'd say around 5:30. I'm hoping that to be like half an hour, max an hour nap, so that she'll be able to fall asleep by 8 p.m. tonight. But she is nice and wide awake right now. We just had a little dance party listening to some Latin music. That was fun. And she's just in her rocker right now, sitting in front of me, staring at me. I really don't want to show too much of her on camera, just as like a privacy thing. But there are a few photos of her on Instagram if you want to go see, if you're curious to see what Little Miss looks like. I will put my Instagram handle just up here and you can go take a little peek. I think the last one of her was maybe about a month ago already, so she's changed a little bit since then, but still nonetheless looks pretty much the same. We're just trying to figure out what else to do for her wake window. I think I'm gonna have her do a little bit of tummy time and I will kind of show you one of the activities that I'm trying to do. Did you just do a poo? That sounded like a poo. I might have to go change her diaper first, and then I'll show you one of the activities that I'm trying to do with her a little bit more when we're doing tummy time. Let me just go check this diaper. Okay, so this is just our little setup. I've got just some high contrast books set up against the couch, and then I'll just lay her on her belly. Oh my gosh, this one keeps falling. I'll just lay her down on her belly there, and then she'll just have a look. And that is a tummy time activity that I've been trying to incorporate with her a little bit more. She's 3.5 months old, I already said that, but she's been doing a lot of droolings and putting her hands in her mouth, so I kind of feel like she's teething. I haven't seen any teeth yet, but I'm pretty sure they're coming. They're coming. I did read online though that they can start the teething process even like before teeth come out, so like it can start months. Sometimes it starts days before they erupt. Other times it starts off months before we see any teeth eruptions. I'm just trying to give her a lot more teething toys recently, just in case it is uncomfortable for her. Oh, you're grabbing your book. How clever, you clever girl. And we'll probably just hang out here until she starts crying and saying that she's had enough of it. ¿Cómo te llamas? Te llamas Esperanza. Di, yo me llamo Esperanza. Sí. I also just like to have little chats with her in Spanish because I'm hoping that she will grow up being bilingual, and I don't want to wait till she is older because, of course, I guess if you do want to teach your baby a second language, it's so good to start from even when they're not speaking, just so that they get used to the language. We are trying to teach her Spanish and English at the same time. All right, I'm gonna check to see what time it is because I think it will almost be time to try to get her to take another little nap. Her last nap of the day. Okay, so the lighting is not that great here, but she is definitely past her 90-minute wake window. I think she woke up around 4:10 and it's a little bit past 5:30 now. Yeah, so she is not taking naps in her crib at all. I think I'm kind of just focusing on trying to put her in the crib when she's wide awake and just like reading a book or playing with her a little bit in there during the daytime, just so she gets used to it a little bit, because literally every time it's nap time and we come into the room and get even like close to the crib, she starts to cry. And I want her to not cry when she sees the cot, so I'm not even trying to lay her in there right now. It really is just about trying to create positive associations with the cot crib, same thing. I interchange them because in Australia I think they use cot more than crib, but anyway, if I'm saying cot and crib, it's the same thing, just different, I guess, terminology. I'm gonna put her in the carrier because this is really the only way she'll nap. She is a chronic contact napper. If you're curious about this carrier that I'm using, it is the brand Boba. It's supposed to mimic sort of like a regular sling, like a sling wrap thing, but it's more structured. As you saw, I can clip it on and then it's pretty easy to put the baby in. I really just put her in like this, and then it has clips on the side too, so you just throw over these things. It's much easier to do this when my hair is up. I probably should have put it up, but I didn't. And then in the back you just grab this one, you bring it across, and then it just clips. Oh, it clips on the side just like this. And then with this one you just tighten it, but I'm not going to do that yet. We are clipped in. I haven't tightened it yet because I do like to do this in the mirror just so that I can see that her legs are actually in an M, so I will just go do that in this mirror right now. I'll just say too, I like to like pull these straps like over my shoulder and then pull the thing to make it tighter, just so that I know it's pretty taut here and she's nice and close to my chest. Okay, so we've got baby girl all strapped in. Nap time is our least favorite part of the day, But I'm just gonna shut down these blinds, close the bedroom door, close the bathroom door because we have a skylight in there so it's bright in here. I'll make the room super dark, and then I will just kind of bounce her to sleep. Then I will talk to you guys after. Baby girl is asleep. I'd say that took me around 10-ish minutes to be able to come outside, come out here in the light without her waking up. So that's pretty good. This is also another thing that I did not know about motherhood, that sleeping is a skill that babies have to learn. You know, I just thought they're tired, they go to sleep. But no, that has been proven to not be the case, at least in her situation. That is kind of like the main thing that we're sort of dealing with at the current moment, is just trying to get her to go to sleep when she needs a rest. We have a busy day tomorrow, so we have Mums and Bubs yoga. And then she has a GP appointment because her maternal child health care nurse, that's such a mouthful to say, but yes, her, what is it again? Maternal health child care nurse, maternal, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, that person, she took a look at her leg creases at her last appointment, which I think was must have been her 8-week appointment. And she just had a little bit of a concern that her creases were not totally matching up. So she gave us a referral. I don't really know, because so it's a referral that I'm supposed to take to the GP, and it's basically her saying that she thinks that she should get an ultrasound just to check her hips. But she can't make the direct referral to the ultrasound people. Only my GP can do that. She gave me a referral to see the GP so that the GP can take a look and then give me a referral to an ultrasound. It's such a runaround, sort of, but anyway, that's what we have to do. So we have an appointment tomorrow after yoga, and then it is Andy's sister's birthday today, actually, but we're celebrating tomorrow. I need to pack her nappy bag for tomorrow just to make sure I have everything. Before SB wakes up, let's do a little pack my nappy bag with me. The first thing that I'm going to put in here is this, which is what holds all of our diapers and wet wipes. So I have 4 Pampers in here, and then just a little travel packet of wipes, which I'm gonna need to get some more. And then just some like doggy bags in here to put the dirty diapers in case I need to change her while I'm out somewhere that doesn't have any like proper diaper bins. The next thing that I'm putting in is this travel mat, changing mat. So it's by Bella Design. It's super boho-y. Now you can see with the suns and the triangles and just all of that. And then I just have this little rag that I can use to wipe up any spills, or if she's extra drooly, I can use this to just dab her little mouth or clean whatever she's gotten drool on. And just in case she decides she wants to have a blowout. Just kidding, babies don't decide they want to have blowouts, they just have them. So in case she has a blowout, we have a little change of clothes. So I'm just gonna put this short sleeve onesie. It's been pretty hot here lately, so short sleeve is a must. And then just because she is still a baby, and in case we go into somewhere that's cold or has air conditioning, I'm just gonna put this little pair of pants in there as well. And these 2 things I'm putting in this little bag that matches with my actual nappy bag, and it's a wet bag, so again, in case she like gets dirty or anything, it's lined with like this waterproof material so that the dirtiness doesn't get anywhere else. So I'll just put that in there. Next thing is her green book that has the referral, and I think I mentioned this in another vlog, but they give this to you here whenever your child is born, and you're supposed to take it with you to every appointment so that they can write in there just like her records and stuff. Next thing is just this little muslin blanket, and then this I will use at Mums and Bubs, not Mums and Bugs. Mums and Bubs yoga. They do have yoga blankets at the place that I'm going to, but I don't know, I don't really want to lay her down on like blankets that are used by other people because I don't know how often they wash them or even if they wash them at all. I will put this muslin wrap over that blanket just because their blankets are a little bit thicker and this one is kind of thin, but then it takes up less space in my nappy bag. But yeah, so I will put this little muslin blanket over the yoga blanket so that she is not coming into contact with anyone else's germs. And I think that is all that is going in the big section. She loves looking at faces or anything with eyes. This is one of her favorite books. So I'm just gonna put this in here in case I need to entertain her with something. We'll put that in there, and then I'm not gonna put this in the bag anywhere, but usually when we take her anywhere, we bring like a little rattle, or she has a taggy as well. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I don't know what hers is right now at the moment, but it's basically just like this square fabric, and then all around it is different textured ribbons that she can like touch and feel, and she really likes to put it in her mouth at the moment because everything she touches goes into her mouth. So we usually take something like that with her just so she has something to do. She actually has like this, it's like a little elephant thing that's this soft material, and then it's attached to like this little, again, this little like square blanket thing that she really loves as well. She like likes to hold on to it in the car, and she tries to eat it as well, but mostly she likes to like just hold on to it in the car. So that is already in the car in case I forget anything anyway, but it's good, I don't know, just to have like an extra thing. And then finally, the last few things that I'm putting in here are really just for me. We've got a Carmax lip balm, little scrunchie, just put in the little pocket. And then finally, I am just taking 2 disposable breast pads in case I start to leak. Our nappy bag is ready to go. One less thing for me to have to worry about tomorrow morning, so that is good. It is 6:40. I kind of want to wake her up because I want her not to go to sleep super late. But when I'm wearing her, she can literally sleep on me for like up to 2 hours. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna give her like 5 more minutes and then I will wake her up, feed her, and continue on with our evening. We are on our last wake window of the evening. I already fed SB. She's just chilling in her rocker for a moment. What I'm going to do now is just start on my dinner, which today it is very easy and brought to us by the Dinner Ladies. I currently only have 3 subscribers, so this is 1000% not sponsored, but I did want to show you and do a little rave about them because this meal delivery service seriously saved our nutrition, I think, during the first month of having SB, and honestly like even still till now, because people say newborn trenches, but it's really just, I don't know, it feels like it is forever going to be in the trenches of being a mom. Not that that's super a bad thing, but you know, as a first-time mom, still trying to get used to like being a mom and what that means and what that looks like for ourselves, and so dinner is definitely the last thing on my list of things to do. And not just dinner, really, like just every type of meal is like the last thing that I'm thinking about. But as a breastfeeding mom as well, I do know that I have to eat and I have to eat well, so this really has been saving me. The Dinner Ladies, Andy's sister gave this to us as like a gift when SB was first born, and this is our 3rd order from them because they are just the best, literally the best homemade frozen meals that you could get. I'm pretty sure that they are only local, so this is only if you're living in Melbourne that you can order from them, but if you are living here, 100% recommend checking them out if you are a first-time mom. And honestly, even if you're not first-time mom, if you are just short on time every time, or if you just don't like cooking in the evenings, definitely check them out. So this is the smoked chicken pasta al forno. Let's see, we just have to preheat the oven to fan force 200 Celsius. Remove obviously the packaging, the plastic, and then I have to cook it for 45 to 50 minutes or until golden brown. Super easy for me to do. I can definitely do that. I'm gonna start preheating the oven, and then I'm gonna start getting the baby's bath ready as well. So we're doing a little bit of multitasking. Actually, yes. So we'll preheat the oven, give Mazi her dinner, and then start getting the baby's bath ready. And then I will put this in once the oven is done being preheated. I probably won't get to eat this until after I put the baby to sleep, so hopefully it won't be cold by then, but it does take quite a bit to bake, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'll just show you what it looks like frozen. Again, this is smoked chicken pasta al forno. I just take this off, and then we take this off, and I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. We've got our bun on, and I'm just gonna start preparing her bath space. Two things that I cannot live without, for her baths anyway, are this shell that goes in the bath and it floats in the water. I put it in the sink like this, and then she just sits in this little spot, and at first I was kind of worried like about this sinking, so I would still kind of hold it up with my hand where her head is, obviously, so her head doesn't get dunked in the water. But she floats really well on this thing that I don't even really have to hold her head, and it's great because that saves my back. And then there's also this rubber ducky that I cannot live without because it tells you the temperature, and I am terrified of burning her skin. It just really helps me with the temperature. They always say, you know, like, put your wrist to the water to check to see if the temperature is good or not, but I feel like, I don't know, what if like hot to me, or what if like warm to me is hot to her? So yeah, I try to keep it at around 37 degrees, 37 Celsius, and that seems to be like a really good temperature for her. So yeah, kind of like, I would say probably like high 36 and low 37-ish, somewhere between there seems to be good for her. I don't know if Andy's like thrown anything down the sink, so I actually think I'm gonna clean it first. I really just clean it with dish soap and then just rinse it really well. I will do that first, and then I'm actually gonna bring baby over here too, so she's not by herself in the rocker. But let me just show you before I do bring her. This is our setup. So this is the sink where I put her in, and then I'll just bring her and put her here, lay her down here while I'm getting the sink ready, and then I've got everything else that she needs. So another towel for drying, her pajamas, some rags, or some little towels to put over her so she doesn't get cold in the bath, and then a pamper and some wipes. That is the setup. My camera is actually going to die as well, so I'm gonna charge my camera so that I can finish off the rest of this vlog. I'm afraid to speak loudly because I don't want baby to wake up. Ideally, I wanted her in bed by 8 p.m. I think we started her sleep time routine a little bit later, so she was really starting to fall asleep at around 9. It is currently at 9:45, I think. It's 9:51 p.m. My dinner is cold as, and I'm just gonna have it now, but I'll show you what it looks like. This is my cold dinner. Hopefully it still tastes good. I'm sure it will. I am going to end the vlog now. I'll have my dinner. I'm gonna hang out with Masa for a little bit, watch some Netflix, and then I'll have a shower, brush my teeth, get ready for bed. Hopefully I'll be in bed by, what time did I say it was? 9:51. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be in bed by 11 p.m. but I need to just unwind, and hopefully the baby doesn't wake up from now until I go to bed at least, so that I can have my me time to decompress and all of that. It took me 45 minutes to get her down in her bed. She just kept waking up. But anyway, that is done. I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below, say hi, and I will see you guys in my next one.